2000. Well, I tell you, technology is a pain in the ass sometimes. Sometimes it's just a pain in the ass. But we're going to get it together. We're going to get Mr. Genius here online here pretty soon. And we're going to find out what makes him go. What makes him the monster that he has been recently in this music game. So as soon as he taps in, let me go ahead and put the little invite to him and see if we can get him on here real quick. If he can hear me, please try and join in. Yeah, we trying to get it in. I keep telling y'all, technology is a pain in the ass. Uh-oh, here we go. Finally. Let's see if we can make this happen. Hello, hello? Oh, there's the man, the myth, the legend himself. What's happening with you, bruh?
What's going down with you, man?
Man, just trying to make it as big as you, bruh.
Man, grinding, man. A lot of grinding.
I've been checking it out. Like, you out there really, really grinding. Like, you ain't playing right now.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I do appreciate the time. We get some of these, well, if Instagram going to hurry up and participate in this shit.
Oh, yeah, man. No doubt. Thank you for that.
Is that your page or is that my page? Hold on. You trying to get rid of some of this shit out your face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey, man, it is truly a pleasure to have you here. I do appreciate the time because I know you're a busy man. You out here moving and grooving, getting this music game in your control. So how does it feel to be making the noise and getting the response that you've been getting?
Oh, man, it feels great. You know, all the years of grinding, putting everything together, and producing and songwriting and ghostwriting and ghost producing. Yeah, man, it feels good.
Okay. Well, let us know, how long have you actually been in the game?
Oh, man, I've been producing music professionally since I was 16 years old.
Woo, 16?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you a vet now.
Yup.
I'm talking like you a rookie in this game. You veteran in this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, man, I've been doing it for a minute.
Okay. Well, at 16, a lot of cats ain't thinking about producing music. What made you actually have that process going on?
Man, really, just, looking up to the greats, like Michael Jackson.
You got this light. You got this light right here that is really shining. I don't know if that's you. There you go. That's better. We can see you now. Okay, go ahead. Michael Jackson.
Yeah, man, Michael Jackson, Prince, Parliament, the greats. I grew up on that type of music. So.
Ooh, so you telling me I'm speaking to somebody who I call an old soul?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so with Parliament and Prince and Michael Jackson, that's a family member's influence. Who's the music person in the family besides you?
Well, my mom and dad both like music. They just liked it in two different like perspectives.
Okay. So Prince and Michael Jackson, those are really, really big steps to kind of follow.
Right.
In Parliament, that's right up there. So we already know you're shooting for the sky. So you got the influence, you got the motivation. You decided to start doing music at 16 when cats was
still I was doing music. Man, I was doing music before that, but I say like professionally, like first time I ever got paid for a beat, like first time, if anything ever happened to me is when I was 16. I was out there in LA rocking with Interscope for a bit.
Oh, Interscope. Okay,
yes,
so
sir.
We got to hear that one. What was going on with you at Interscope?
I was producing with a team called the Fresh Boys. Was doing like a lot of production for like a lot of up and coming producers, artists, and just different things during that time. And the situation ended up falling through. Ended up going independent. Now I'm working with a couple other labels. I just been like producing for a lot of major artists, low artists, up and coming artists.
Anybody we can talk about right now, or we got to keep that on the tuck?
Oh yeah, like I did stuff in the past for like Ty Dolla $ign,
Migos,
stuff like that.
Well, you ain't playing.
Oh nah, man, we fully doing it.
Well, let's go. Let me go ahead and step this up because I ain't gonna be looking like the rookie on this conversation. Fuck that. Hold on a second. So, Mr. Thom Genius, how do we even get up with that name, Thom Genius?
My first name was Abstract Genius because I used to like Midnight Marauder. You like Midnight Marauder's Q-Tip album?
Ooh.
You know, Tribe Called Quest?
Classic.
You know how Q-Tip called himself Abstract?
Yeah.
So I used to call myself Abstract Genius. My boy was a foreign exchange student from overseas. He ended up giving me the name Genius, and I just put the abstract on it.
Okay.
And then later on in life, I just switched it to Thom Genius. Just my real name is Thom. So I just switched it up.
Now that's big. Still fucking with this technology, but so you didn't got to the point where you didn't got real dollars at 16 professionally producing for cats like Ty Dolla $ign. Like, what was that experience like? Because Ty is huge.
Man, pretty much. You know how, like, you might know an A&R at the label. They're like, oh, send me something. Send me some records. So during that time, I was producing a lot of records and doing a lot of demos. A lot of the, like, songs that don't make my album, or songs that don't make my project, I try to, like, send them off to major artists.
Okay. Well.
So I end up linking up with a couple people over at Atlantic, send a couple things through. Shoot, end up getting a couple placements.
Now you kind of following the line of a lot of artists these days. For example, Ty Dolla $ign, another one, Neo, who's been doing this behind the scenes thing for a while. What made you decide to say, you know what, I'm gonna come out and let my light shine for a while?
Just when you feel like you learned enough.
Now, a lot of cats are gonna take that you got it all figured out. Do you ever really get this game figured out?
Nah, you're a student all the way to the end. You could be 80 years old still learning.
Now, see,
the game
I respect
changes so much. You know, the game changes so much that you never truly have a chance to take a break to even feel like you know it all. It's always evolving, always changing.
Okay. Now, we're no longer with the production team. What is this your own independent label, or are you part of a bigger label?
I have my own personal independent label, but I link up with other labels and other companies and do my thing.
Okay, now, how did you get to meet Mr. DJ Billy Knight? Because that dude is always moving and grooving. He pushes his line pretty hard. Shout out to One Umbrella.
I was working with an artist that was signed to Universal, and they was trying to do stuff with him like 10 years ago. That was the first time I ever heard about him. And then when I moved back to the area that I live in now, another artist that I work with, that I produce a lot for, he works with him. So I end up locking in really real tight. And yeah, that's my man's right there.
Okay. Now, where are we located?
We located in San Diego, California.
Oh, man. You know, I'm about to slide through San Diego one time. I'm hearing great things about San Diego.
Yes, sir.
But now, for a while there, the music scene wasn't that big in San Diego, or at least it wasn't on a major standpoint. The underground has always been smacking in San Diego.
Right.
So there's a lot of competition down there. Do you feel that it's a lot of competition, or are you feeling like y'all trying to make y'all footprint in this, and y'all coming together like, you know, LA or the Dirty South or Texas, where they support each other? How is it working down there for y'all?
I feel like it's kind of mixed. I'm definitely trying to bring everybody together eventually. I'm trying to get to a certain position to where I can start bringing people together to make a name, because San Diego, we really don't have a huge name in the industry like that.
Okay. Now, what is the name of your label?
Purple Frontier.
Now, Purple Frontier. Now, we know that Thom Genius is the leading artist on Purple Frontier's roster. Or is there any other artists that's with you on this?
Yeah, I do. I got one artist signed to me. His name is Jada Cool, and he's dope. He's actually on my album. He's on last track on Vanilla Sky.
Okay, now it'd be crazy for me to assume that he's just a hip hop artist rapper. Is he a singer, or is he a rapper, or a little bit of both?
I'm say nowadays, man, we like hybrid, man. Like, we rap, sing, like like we do both, but by natural standards, we're rappers at first,
Now,
like straight hardcore hip hop rappers, and then the game changed over time, and then we start getting more into singing.
now that's kind of a new way I've heard of it being said, the little hybrid situation, because you got it's not a weird style, it is a different style, but you have more of a sing to you more so than just the busting the rhyme kind of situation. Like you almost singing your verses.
Right.
Now, how'd you come up with that
Right.
style? Because everybody follows into their own situation. Who helped you find that, or how'd you get comfortable with doing that, or what did you say, like, oh, I'm gonna do it this way from now on?
Well, that probably started in like 2008, probably because of like T-Pain.
Okay.
T-Pain, and then on top of that, like I grew up listening to like a lot of dancehall and reggae music
Okay.
because like my grandparents and my uncle, I used to be around them a lot. I used to be around my grandpa a lot. When I was little, he used to always play like old school Jamaican like mixtape DJs type
Okay.
music. I used to hear a lot of dancehall, and I noticed how they were like speaking patois and they were rapping, and it was like in the flow. So I kind of like I try to like bring that to life in everything I do.
Okay. Now, your artist that's on the label, does he kind of have the same style as you, or is he bringing a whole different feel to the label?
He has a different feel. His feels like we do similar things at times, but he's more like he's more like lyrical. Like he raps more than anything.
Okay. Well, let's step into the light with this one. So, you have this new single that's kind of, well, I won't even say kind of, it's all just firing it right about now, bruh. It's been in rotation all day. People have been calling in, requesting it over and over, asking what it is, where they can find it. Now, the name of the single is called Come Around.
Yes, sir.
Now, what was the motivation behind this song?
Well, I got an artist that I work with. His name is Ray Sean. He's a dope producer and singer. And one day we were just in the crib. I was working on my album. And you know how like sometimes you go on IG, you be scrolling down. I seen that he was making that beat, and I was like, oh my god. I said, yo, bro, I need that beat right now. Man, I killed the beat in like 15 minutes. Like 15 minutes, the song was done. I sent it straight back to him like 20, 30 minutes after. Did my little mix, sent it back to him. And I sat on it for a while. I never did nothing to it. And then finally, when I was working on finishing up Vanilla Sky 4, because I mix and master all my own music.
Okay.
That song came about, and I was like, oh snaps, I gotta really bring that song back to life. So I brought it back to life, remixed it, and then dropped it as you hear it now.
Now, go ahead and let the people know the name of this album, because I know it's Vanilla Sky, but let them know again. The name of the album that the song
The
is on?
album's called Vanilla Sky 4.
Now, when does that drop?
It's already out. It dropped December 3rd, 2021.
Okay, where can we find it at?
It's on Apple, iTunes, all DSPs, all platforms.
It's everywhere. That's what's up. Well, y'all make sure y'all go find that song and download it, because it's smacking. We're going to play it in the background here because, you know, Instagram and Facebook be on that bullshit. They be wanting to cut everything off, and we've deleted your video. Punk ass motherfuckers can do that shit, but they can't delete my hacked account. Bastards.
Right.
They always on some bullshit, but you know, we gonna play it in the background. We still gonna talk to Mr. Thom Genius a little bit more about who he is and how he got to be where he's at. Cause brother, you making a lot of noise, and it's almost easy to see why, because you actually have the background to kind of like, I don't want to. I still want to go like you a veteran in this game more so than a rookie.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I look at it as both. I look at it as like somebody who's still coming in. You know, I'm still young, so I got a lot to go.
okay. Now we came up with this album. Now this is Vanilla Sky. What was it? Vanilla Sky 4?
It's forward.
Now, did this start out like a mixtape series or?
Nah, it was his first thing on the album. That was the first thing I ever did.
Oh, okay. I gotta play this for a little bit. This should go. You said who produced this beat?
My man Ray Sean.
Somebody need to go hit Ray Sean in this side of his neck, because with this the guitar, the little feel to it, man. So I can't even imagine how lucky you got to be going down all of a sudden at that time, and then to be able to intercept this beat from the world. This is crazy.
Yeah, because most time I make my own beats. A lot of the times, I work with a couple other producers, but majority of my projects I make all the beats. That right there, get out there to me to a whole level for sure.
Okay. Well, bro, I don't even know what his idea was behind making this crazy beat, but let it be known it's gonna be here in rotation on hype-radio.com from now on.
Yes,
So,
sir. Appreciate that, man.
So it's my pleasure, brother. It's my honor, because I want to put the show is called The Spotlight, so I'm putting the shine on real artists who's really making noise. Billy ain't never did me wrong, and Billy's always dealt with quality. From your background and from the path you follow, this is a no-brainer to me. Like, I gotta keep you in rotation, because when you get big and you start shouting out people who helped you get there, I'm gonna need my shout out.
Oh, off the rip. Oh man, never forget where you came from.
Now, is there a video to this song?
Nah, but very soon. We're working on the treatment right now.
Okay. Now, where are we gonna shoot this video at? Because I need my invite.
More than likely out here in San Diego.
See, that might be my excuse to slide, dude. I need that. I need to be involved in that situation. So,
It's gonna be mad futuristic.
right now, as you're doing your radio promo tour, is there any shows in line coming up here, or are you going to do your own show with your own little kind of like, presenting your label, or any big shows you're going to be a part of?
I'm putting together a couple situations. I'm going to put together a little thing where I do the album live in a few different situations. And also, there's like a big festival that my guy is throwing out here in San Diego in June. So that's going to be one of the main things locked into. But yeah, definitely got some shows coming up where we're locking everything in right now as we speak.
Now, when the pandemic hit, that kind of crippled. I won't say it crippled. It kind of like let the real shine through. And the rest of these cats who was walking across the street, they saw this nice car, went and leaned against and took a little picture like it was their car. That shut all that shit down. Did you find during the pandemic, did you become more in tune with your music or your style, or did you kind of like fall back a little bit and try and like hit your war table and prepare?
Honestly, man, I've been in low-key pandemic mode. I spent so much time in the studio, 15, 16 hours a day, so it really didn't affect me.
Now, do you have a major studio you go to, or is this your own studio?
It's my own studio.
Now, to produce, mix, and master, did you go to a school for this, or is this just something you just sat up and you naturally became a genius at it?
It's just something I just set out doing, man. I've been probably mixing on Pro Tools since I was like 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just trial and error.
Okay.
The first mixes weren't that good. The next one got better. The next one got better. And over time, you get it. Like, it's a form of, okay, I know how to mix. I know how to mix now on any type of genre. And then I mixed so many records in the last 3-4 years. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Now, I always ask the same question to everybody, because I really want to know where we at mentally on this game. So if the music game itself, this whole entertainment industry, could open the door for you for an entrepreneurial kind of thing, what would you like it to open the door for?
Say that again now.
If music is going to just take you to the top, which it is, and it can open the door for you to start a business, some kind of foundation, what kind of thing would you like this music game to open the door to?
One thing we're gonna start doing motorsports. Like, I'm really into motorsports, like drifting, race car tracks. And so we're gonna definitely, when we start getting up there, definitely gonna open opened up some type of like motorsport shop.
Now drifting, that's not a us sport. How'd you get into drifting?
Yeah, my dad actually. My dad, he grew up on like Japanese cars and stuff like that. So it's been since a little kid. I've been into that type of stuff. A lot of Japanese culture. I'm into that heavy anime, all that.
Ooh, now see, I'm just now getting, well, not now. I've been knowing about anime. I had a friend who years ago started drawing. Now he's actually professional at it. But anime is making a real big noise right about now. What is causing that? Is the music industry helping with that, or is it just its own little monster?
It's always been big to me. It's just a lot more people are catching on to it now.
Now, do you draw, or have you produced for some music for an anime show, or?
No, not yet. But very soon.
Now, have you thought about doing it?
All types of stuff.
Have you ever thought about doing your own anime show?
Oh, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. But we're gonna need a huge budget for that.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm a little naive and young in that game, but I'm catching up to it because I'll be seeing some of that shit. I'll be like, okay, this shit is lightweight, kind of dope. Like, it's weird, but it's dope as fuck. Okay. So we found out that you want to do the anime and the motorsports because you got your own little Fast and Furious thing going on down there. But as far as the industry is right now, in the state that it's in, what is your feel about the industry?
Right now, I love it because right now it's a door for so many people to come in the industry and change. There's enough money and enough lanes for everybody to eat.
Now, see, a lot of people got the opposite to say about that, but it's nice to get it's a good breath of fresh air to hear that somebody actually like it and put a good twist to it. That means you got a real good third eye on this game.
Right, because like when you only do like one type of style of music, then you're gonna be stuck in that lane. I produce for like different styles. I do reggaeton, like I can do country, I can do R&B. You know what I mean? I can do K-pop, like Korean pop music if I had to. So
that's where a lot of money is there. Woo.
Right, and I actually produced for a couple of Korean pop artists, waiting for the records to drop. You know, so pretty much like when you have that to go back and forth on, and you're also an artist, you can be in all types of different playlists and different music. People just don't listen to the same music all day. They listen to music in the playlist. So why not be in somebody's playlist like 5 different songs and it's 5 different genres, but it's the same artist?
That's a great way of looking at that.
When you stuck in one constant lane, it's gonna be hard for you.
Now, you are in this hip hop lane. As you personally as an artist, is there some other lanes that you want to step into? Even though you hip hop and you got your little style, but you could easily change that to an R&B track, and you know, with you producing, you could go in different lanes. Like, is there another lane that you gonna do?
I'm saying, like if you listen to Vanilla Sky 4, it's like 12 different genres on it. We also created new genres.
Okay. How many songs is actually on this new album?
18.
18. You put in work.
Yes, sir. I did the album in 3 months.
Okay, so if there's 18 tracks on this damn album, how many tracks did you have to decide from? Because artists always had that problem where they got 12 tracks and they had to choose from 24. You got 18.
Probably like 50 records, 52 records.
Damn. So does this album tell a story, or is these just great songs?
Nah, it does tell a story. Actually, you gotta when you listen to it, you see that it has like it's kind of like I would say this is like a audio anime.
Okay.
It has different vibes on it. All the songs connect to each other.
Okay, audio anime. Yeah, that's you starting your own little lane there, bruh.
Got to, man. Got to.
Now, with you being interested in, the Fast and Furious and the anime, uh, any plans to be going overseas, Japan, China,
Oh yeah,
for shows?
definitely.
Because that seems like that's gonna be your promised land.
Yeah, definitely. When they lift up these little 2 week COVID things,
Man,
before
they got a
COVID hit, we
new
were
one.
supposed to go to Japan and go touchdown over there
Mm.
and go do shows and stuff like that. But then they stopped it because COVID. So as soon as they lift up these little crazy COVID things, like if you go to Japan, it's like 2 weeks. Like you gotta like be in a quarantine hotel for 2 weeks and all that type of stuff. As soon as they lift that up, yeah, man, there's a lot of money out there to do shows.
Now it's crazy because years ago I saw a special on Wu-Tang Clan in Japan. It was actually Japanese kids frying their hair to make afros and get cornrows because Wu-Tang was coming. Now
They still doing it.
I got a partner who
Japanese
sells
kids with
music over
dreads.
there. It's crazy. Now, why is
Yeah.
Japan? And we got our fans here. Don't get it twisted, but we ain't fans like that. What is so big over there about it?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, Japan, they like Western philosophy. They like the Western side of things. And you already know when we step in the mix, us as people, we created hip hop.
Right.
Puerto Ricans and blacks created hip hop. So automatically from the gate, they automatically they love it. They love lowriders too. They buy all lowriders from California.
Stop it.
You know, this
Stop.
Japanese dude spending 300,000 on 64 lowriders right now. 300,000, 200,000.
Ooh.
They're importing. Go right now and go try to fire the pilot. It's gonna be difficult.
I'm gonna have to, go find me an Impala that's kind of running well. See if I can get that sold over there. I ain't playing. Shit.
Yeah,
I need that boost.
They like what we do.
Now, I know that artists. Well, we'll take it from a major label view here. Artists don't make their money off of sales of the album. They make their money on their performances, their tours, their shows, all that stuff. Now, it's a lot of artists that have just said, "I'm done with being over here in America. I'm staying overseas and I'm gonna perform forever." Is that something that you're going to do, or do you plan on stomping a mud hole in America here too?
Nah, I feel like artists do that because, the type of situations they are in, the labels. But nah, I'm trying to touch worldwide, and then after the music, I'm finna just start getting into the clothes more, cars more, building homes, building couches, different water bottle designs,
Now,
hat designs,
clothes.
architect.
You said clothes. Do you have your own clothing line already?
Yes, I do. I'm in the middle of working on some fire stuff.
Okay. Well, 3X.
Okay.
and I like my hoodies 4X, bro. Keep it
Okay.
keep it nice. The hats, you know what it is, large. I got a lot on my mind. It is what it is.
Definitely.
But bro, it's amazing going in this interview with you. Like I'm finding out more than what I'm asking because I didn't know you had the clothing line, and everybody knew it was something, but it's different. Like the cars and the anime, like that's different answers than I expected. Now, I don't know how old you are in this game, but you've been around since you were 16. So, as you have aged in the game, what changes have you seen that has happened that's kind of influenced you a little bit?
Oh man, like in 2006 and 7, when I was over there at Interscope, it was like a pop era, like Justin Timberlake was going crazy,
Right.
and stuff like that. So I had a chance to be in that realm, and then in 2010 and 2013, the music started changing over, right? And then from 2013 to 16, 17, we switched over again. One thing I fell in love with was the SoundCloud era.
Okay.
Because I used to always find so many different artists on there. And artists just put up all types of different music. Some of it was mixed good, some of it wasn't. A lot of it was mixed good, but it was still dope to hear the concepts and then like see artists put out music and just be creative, you know.
Now,
So I really fell in love with that era. So I like try to combine everything that I love into one thing.
now, as an established artist as yourself, where do you put your music at? I mean, I know we got the distributions and everything else, but where is it like that gives you that? This is why I'm in the music game feel. Where do you put your music for that genre of people who listen?
It's hard to say, man, because like different people from walks of life, I'd be surprised who like my music. Um, like I definitely put myself up there, you know, like in the higher rims, you know, with like, you know, like Hove, Kanye's,
Okay.
you know, stuff like that, Pharrell's, you know, like music that's gonna be like classic forever. You go back and listen to any one of my albums, you know, he's on something. I was ahead of my time. Like a lot of the sounds and stuff that people are just now getting into. I was doing this stuff back in 2011 and 12 and 13, just for the fact that I play instruments and you know, and I'm fluent at it, so I'm able to go in any realm that I want to at any time.
Now, you play live instruments. Which
Yes.
instruments are you great at? What gets you going?
Mainly, mainly like piano, guitar,
Ooh, yeah.
drums, organ. I grew up in the church playing the organ, so I'm already locked in, like heavy style playing for so long live. That's why I'm so good at producing.
Now, I see a lot of artists that come from a church background. Now,
Yeah,
it's hard for a lot of artists to go from church background to the I'll say secular type music. Like, what made you go like? Because you mentioned the artists, and every artist that you mentioned at one point in time was producing music more so than performing and rapping and singing music. You kind of follow that footstep, but what made you go? You know, I really want to do this, but I don't want to do gospel.
well, you know, that's a deep question. I could go on forever. At the end of the day, like I feel a certain way about church. Once you learn and you reprogram yourself, and you figure out what church really is, and you're like, you know what I'm saying? You switch over, go to the other side, and you realize, like, okay, like this music over here, like it can do this for me. It can change my life and do this. There's nothing wrong with gospel music, but like, you know, you get in the car and go with gospel music. You know, I can have music with the same good feeling, with the same good energy and positive energy behind it, but on my own realm.
Okay, now with me, I always say the words that I don't have is the reason why I love music. Because what I can't say, music can. Do you put a lot of yourself into your music, like your personal into your music?
Yeah, I put a little bit of personal, mainly over everything. I kind of make music that's kind of like, I would say it like, cause I'm lyrical. I like bars. I like content. So everything would be metaphor. Some of the stuff wouldn't even be for me. Sometimes it's for other people.
Okay. Well,
You know,
that's good to hear.
people come up to me and they say the bar that I said in the song, and be like, "Yeah, bro, that made me go harder. Yeah, that made me go do this. Now I'm running this company. I'm trying to do this. Oh, I got this car because bro, you said this and that. That made me go. You know, that made me go in. You know, at first I was doing music for a while. I was doing music like as like I guess like on a more like party vibe type tip. When I first came in, you know, when I did like Vanilla Sky 1, I was trying to be creative and artsy, but then like, you know, it was more like a different vibe. In today's realm that I'm in, I'm trying to make music that's gonna stand the test of time, that you can play at any type of event, anywhere, and people gonna love it.
Okay. So you trying to make classic music.
Classics.
Now, you say you're more of a lyrical. Now, that's making a way back into the music game. Thank God. But
Yeah,
being
rap is back for sure.
being
Shout
out
out
here
to
on the
Griselda.
West Coast, being out here on the West Coast to be a lyrical cat, that's a good mixture, but it's a little hard to find. What made you go to the way of creating bars?
My favorite rapper, Jay-Z,
Okay.
Biggie. I grew up on Big L. I grew
Ooh.
up on Big Daddy Kane. I grew up on Rakim. I grew up on the greats. I
Oh,
grew up
you
on
had
creative
no,
rappers.
you have no other. You can't do anything but lyrical.
I got to. I used to be like first, second grade with the with the Sony Walkman joint, bumping Lifetime to Sean Carter.
Okay.
Volume 2. You fall asleep. And you know how you can put the CD on loop, so like it goes from the last track back around.
Mm-hmm.
When you sleeping, you wake up in the middle of the night like, oh dang, this song's on still in my ears. That started getting into your brain. So I just knew I had to do everything lyrical from a lyrical standpoint. I had to do something clever.
You almost damn near programmed yourself.
Yeah, program myself. For so long, I'm listening to high quality music.
Okay. Well, bruh, nothing. I think that's the perfect way of saying exactly how your music is, because the song that I have is smacking. I can only imagine the album, 18 songs deep. If there is a person with a brain out here who wants to get some good music and get a feature or something produced by you, please let the people know how they can get a hold of you.
You can get a hold of me from my Instagram is THOM_genius. Pretty much everything the same. THOMGENIUS. Thom Genius on all platforms: Twitter, Instagram, everything.
Okay, well, brother, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, because I know you be running and gunning on this little radio promo thing, and for you to take time out and chop it up with my people and myself, I really, really, really do appreciate that from my heart. And
Yes,
like I
sir,
said,
man. Thank you for having me.
this song is in rotation here at hype-radio.com. So when we finally open up and you want to slide up here to the north side of the Cali line, bruh,
Yes,
there's an
sir.
open door program here for you. Just anytime, give me a call. You know how to get a hold of me. Any new music, please send it.
Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna send you some things, man. I'm actually finna drop a project with the Renegades. You know, Renegades are DJ
Yeah.
Khaled's production.
Yeah.
Yeah, I collab with them on a whole project. I'm finna drop.
I see. We done did
Madness.
this. We done did this interview. Now you want to bring that up? How did that happen?
Man, they found me. They hit me on IG. Yeah, and then like now, like my man Renegade, like one of my best friends, like,
Oh,
like crazy.
bruh,
Yeah.
that's
He actually
major.
got production on Vanilla Sky.
Yeah, man, you need to come up here and sit down with me, man. We need to be talking and shaking hands and shit, bruh.
Yes, sir.
That's
Where you
huge.
located, man? Sacramento,
Yeah,
right?
we up here in Sac, man.
Oh, the 916. I love that up there.
Man, come on
Central
through.
Valley.
Come on through,
Yeah,
bruh. And then when
Yeah, man.
when they open up this
I
shit, I'm
do
going to
live in
Brazil. I'm going to Brazil.
Okay.
Going to Brazil. Wait, you said you used to be in Fresno.
Yeah, I used to live in Fresno.
What?
Yeah, that's why I created my whole wave.
Now, talent like that doesn't normally come from Fresno. How the hell that happened?
Military.
That'll do it.
My
Now,
pops was in the military.
which branch?
Navy.
Shout out, salute to that man. Thank you. Tell him thank you very much for his service.
Yeah, man. I got good at it. Like I got so good at music, there was nothing really to do out there.
Yeah, and
By myself in the studio 18 hours a day.
Ooh. But it's good that you were able to move and wiggle how you do, because a lot of cats get in that zone and get stuck, man. So I'm glad you saw where you need to get out there and test the waters.
Yeah, man, got me elusive.
There it is. Well, once again, brother, I want to say thank you for taking the time out here to get on the spotlight here on hype-radio.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been speaking with the also motherfucking talented Mr. Thom Genius. Make sure you check him out on the gram. Get his music. When you see his video, run them numbers up. He deserves it. This man is shining with the spotlight on him. I'm your man, Shadow. This has been hype-radio.com, and we going to get up out of here. Thom, bruh, anytime. anything you want to say or put on the air, holla at me, man. It's your house now.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man.
All right, brother. Well, I'm going to get at you. You be safe down there, man.
You too, man.
All right.
Appreciate you, man.
Peace.